y'all, so today we are doing the Scorpio inspired makeup look, and this is what I came up with. So just like all of my other astrology inspired videos, I'll be using the NYX Swear By It palette for this video. And yeah, I mean, I don't have tons to say. If you want to see how I got this look using this palette, keep watching. Okay, so I already have one eye done. I like to practice these looks beforehand because I just have a general idea of what I want. I don't know if it'll actually work, and yeah. Anyway, I feel like I went with the generic colors of like red and black. They are a water sign. I guess I could have gone with some more of the blues, but I don't know, it just seemed right because like they're also kind of known for that like sultry part of it. I don't know. They are actually like, I guess what might be looked over about them is Scorpios or Scorpions, Scorpios plural are actually like, their sign is actually associated with like transformation, like life and death, like rebirth really. So I kind of wanted to go with like that like 0 to 100 like full glam moment, even though I already did my skin off camera. I wanted it to be like a super bold look. Scorpios are also pretty bold. They're like, yeah, I would say that they're bold. They're like kind of out there, kind of like unapologetically themselves. They're still like a classic water sign that is really deep emotionally, but out of all of the signs other than like Leo, I would say they're probably like, they're just like super bold and out there, and they usually have like, well, I think I usually like their style because I like that, like I like looking at other people with like bold style, and not that I have bold style, I dress the same every day, but I like looking at people who like dress really cool and really boldly. So I want to go like super sultry, even though I feel like that's probably not like a Scorpio's favorite thing. That I don't think, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like a lot of Scorpios don't love the fact that they're like associated with being sexual. Maybe they do. It's probably like 50-50. Then I'm just going to take it like a little bit deeper. Same brush, but it's kind of like a pointed brush. This is the Morphe M330. I'm going to try to keep it a little bit more contained, like just in the crease. And I'm actually, the color on the lid is a color I have not touched yet at all for these videos. So I'm really excited to kind of show a color I haven't quite used yet. Man, I feel like you can never see it on camera, but I did like a gold on the inner corner, kind of like a color. I never do that. It's such a trend, and I think it looks good on so many people because I see it on Instagram all the time. Like people do like a neon orange or green or something on their inner corner, and I'm like, ah, like I can't, like I don't know, I think it looks so weird on me. But with this dark look, and maybe I'm just trying to like channel as much Scorpio as I can, I think it looks kind of cool. This is also, I think this gold is just my favorite color in this whole palette. I'm taking this like in the crease. I'm making sure I get it all the way into this inner corner because we are doing kind of like a classic sultry smoky eye with this guy. Then I'm gonna take the lid color, and this is like such an interesting color. It looks like one of the shimmers in the palette, and it kind of is, but it's more of a satin shadow with like sparkle throughout it. It has like a satiny shine to it as a whole, and then you get like little twinkles of glitter. I think it's still really cool, especially if you use it in this way with as like a smoke, like a dark smoky eye. Like remember when black smoky eyes were like the coolest thing ever? Like this is like that classic where it's dark all over the whole lid and then like a warm color just in the crease. It's really, really beautiful and adds like a cool thing to that classic look, if that makes sense. And I am spraying my brush. I did this in the Virgo video and now I can't stop. So spraying my brush and putting this guy on. But when I swatched it, it was without any spray, so you could still see how pretty it was. And just put this from inner corner to outer corner. Just don't take it too high, like just barely get it to the crease. And then we will kind of take another color and blend from there. So then I'm gently, gently, gently taking this darker color right in the crease. And just not even like, no circular motions, just almost wiggling back and forth to blend it. And you do want to blend it all the way into this inner corner area. Don't neglect that area. Okay, then I'm going to go back in with just a little bit more and put back whatever might have blended away, like just on the lid, but leave the crease really blended. Then just classic, just blending back and forth, you know. I like to look down into the mirror. Well, I have a lot of wrinkles. I think a lot of people say to like look at yourself straight to make sure you're blending right, but I have so many wrinkles when I look straight that I like to look down into the mirror like this. So the mirror is like below me right here, and I look down like this and then blend. Just so when I am looking down or blinking or something, it's smooth. I like this brush that's kind of fluffy but pointed for this type of look. Trying to just blend the crease and leave, like blend this upper part of the crease and leave the rest of the color there. I can kind of angle it up like this, and it makes it so much easier. Then we're gonna take a definer brush in that dark color and kind of deepen up my lower lash line. So anyway, I'm not even talking about Scorpios in this video. I think I'm freaking traumatized because, well, I think I say this in literally like every other freaking video that I film. I live in the middle of nowhere, and it keeps raining. It keeps raining, which I love. But if there's one thing that you need to know about living in the country, it's that when it rains, it drives everything into your freaking house. So I found two Scorpios in this, bitch. I found two scorpions in this room today. And yeah, and they were not small. And the second one that I found it because I almost stepped on it. I was literally like 4 inches away from stepping on it. So that is super fun. I wonder what, maybe this is just another sign I don't know that much about, because like I wonder what that represents. Like this, well, I don't know, how does scorpions represent like rebirth? Because I know that about Scorpios. Like I really like to know not the stereotype of like Scorpios are like very persuasive sexually, and they can be like persuasive, but they're just a bold person, so they're like really good at making their point and can persuade you to do anything, not just sexual things. I think people just have dirty minds. But I wonder like what a scorpion actually represents as far as like rebirth or something like that. Like I'm sure there's some sort of story to that I just don't know. Taking my favorite gold in this whole palette, I'm spraying this brush too. I'm just using a pencil brush. It's just a little bit easier to control for me on the inner corner, and just putting it on there, and I'm kind of blending it onto the upper and lower lash line. And then I kind of, as product is leaving my brush, I'm kind of blending it out just so it's not like a super harsh line. And it really complements those little gold flecks in the lid color as well. It's really pretty. And then I'm gonna take the only other shade that I can use to highlight on my brow bone. It's probably like the one thing that this palette is lacking, is like it basically has one shimmery brow bone highlight, but that's not like a terrible thing. You know, it has like every other possible thing you could need, so whatever. I just want a shimmery highlight for this look, not matte. There's a couple of matte highlights that you could use. So I don't think you can really tell, like you can barely tell in person too, but what I actually did was layer these two liquid lipsticks together just because I wanted it to pull a little bit more warm. So I did like my lip all black and then just all over it put that dark red. That is the final look. I kind of went like super highlighted. I have a little bit of blush on, but it's like a really subtle kind of like bronzy coral color. I want it to be like when I think of Scorpio, I think of like hot Instagram goth models. So did I nail it? Did I accomplish that? I think I might have. Hopefully you like this video. Any Scorpios out there, let me know what you think, or anyone watching this, just let me know what you think. Or if you have any questions, let me know down below. Everything that you would want to know, like products I used on or off camera, will be listed in the description bar below, along with the playlist to all of my other astrology inspired videos and my Instagram. I think that is all I have to say. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just have a good one. Bye!